Before I start this movie review, I just want to give a big shout out to IMDb, where I get all my information and fun facts from.
What's up, everyone? Movie Mania Nick here. And the other day, I went to go see the film Captain America: Brave New World. The director was Julius Onah, and it starred Anthony Mackie, Harrison Ford, Danny Ramirez, Shira, Haas, Carl Lumbly, Tim Blake Nelson, and Giancarlo Esposito. So this movie is basically about Sam Wilson, the new Captain America, finds himself in the middle of an international incident and must discover the motive behind an evil global plan. So here's my own personal opinion about the film. Did I think it was a good film? Was it not a good film? Honestly, it was okay. It was decent. It was It wasn't the greatest film. I think Anthony Mackie as Captain America did okay. I think the character or the actor that played as the new Falcon was kind of annoying. There were times in the film it was just a little bit too much. I mean, don't get me wrong, I know he was there for the comedic purpose of the film, but to a certain point, it was, like I just said, it was a little too much, and it got very annoying. I think the actor Tim Blake Nelson that came back, that was in the original The Incredible Hulk, that played the leader in this film. I mean, he did okay, but the look of the leader, which what it's supposed to look like, was very bad. Because I'll tell you right now, anybody that knows the comics or has seen what the leader looks like, this is not the leader. His head was just all, looked like it was, I don't know, his brain was coming out or it was mutated. It just didn't look like the leader. I'm sorry. It was very poor drawings or what they thought he was supposed to look like. And I knew they were trying to change it up a little bit, but no, that's not the leader. That's not what he was supposed to look like. I think Giancarlo Esposito, his character in the film, I think was pretty good. Because let's face it, Giancarlo Esposito, he basically plays almost the bad guy in almost everything he is. And he did an okay job. So I got no grief about his character. There is a character in this movie that she plays an agent. And she's kind of like what was... there it is, the Black Widow, played by Scarlett Johansson. She's kind of into that role because she came from that academy or that school or whatever she was in. And to a certain extent, you know, I mean, she was, let's face it, she was not that great of a person in the beginning, but toward the film, in the middle of the film, she changed her mind and she was all right. But there was this one scene, I would say, in the film that she's very small and very skinny to play the character, and her to do what she did in the film, of what you saw, doesn't make sense. And if you see the film, you know what I mean. The CGI in this film was not that great, especially when they had the fight scene between Captain America and the Red Hulk. You can basically tell which was CGI or green screen. It just didn't fit together, and it was very poorly done. The action scenes, just a few of the action scenes were okay, but for the most of it, it was very choppy and very, I don't know how they edited this film, but every time he kicked or moved real quick, they would shoot to a different move or shoot to a different scene. Every time it was an action or kicking or punching, they would shoot it real quick, and it's like, what happened here? So the scene, it never really fully ended, I should say. The editing shots were all over the place. And if anybody's worrying about how when they see the Celestial in one of the other films, it finally reappears in this movie. And now we have adamantium. As some of us know, is adamantium is what Wolverine skeleton is made out of with the claws. But now in this film, since it's a different world or a different universe, now they are finally catching up to it, and here's adamantium. They finally discover it. But I guess that's their interpretation of introducing the X-Men. Here we go. So, I mean, it was an okay film, but like I said, it wasn't the greatest film. It's not as bad as the Marvels or the Eternals. No, it's not as bad. But it wasn't the greatest film. So my rating, I would probably say, I would give this a 2 out of 5. That's my rating of this film. Okay, so in this film, just to let you guys know, there are a few cameos of characters that do show up in this film. And there is also one end credit scene all the way to the end of the film. So stay tuned for that. And now it's time for fun facts. Harrison Ford replaces the late William Hurt as Thaddeus Ross, making this Ford's first appearance in the Marvel Cinematic Universe. This is the first time ever appearance of the Red Hulk within the MCU. The film will explain what the leader has been up to since his incarceration back in 2008, which was the film The Incredible Hulk, starring Eric Bana at the time as the Hulk. This is the 35th film in the Marvel Cinematic Universe. This will be the first Captain America film in the MCU without Steve Rogers as the main character. And finally, the fight between Sam Wilson and the Red Hulk contained more than 300 visual effects shots. But honestly, they could have done better. Because you can actually see, I explained in my opinion about the film, you can definitely tell it was green screen, CGI'd, wasn't that great. And that's it, guys. That is my movie review for Captain America, Brave New World. I hope you guys enjoyed that. As usual, smash that like button, support, share, hit that notification bell, notify my next video vlog will be up. Also check me out on Instagram on the same name, Movie Mania Nick. And remember, stay safe, be excellent to each other, and party on, dudes!